It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the American, the Illinois Fighting Illini. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Tigers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Illinois' offense will get the football first. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more, and there's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Illinois now facing third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Working the middle, it's complete. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Clemson Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them, and an opportunity to galvanize this.
Breaks into the open. The tag. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
To the air on second down. Got a man. It's late. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives him some more room to work. Let's talk for a second about Illinois. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Ali. He's going to throw deep right side. Snags it inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Running to the left. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Clemson. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Soft spot in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's chat about Illinois. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Turning it on. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it but pick it up and make a play. They make a play. And this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Virginia found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A perfect example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Charlottesville. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this. Already up 21-0. Finds his big tight end. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Ali. Here's the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the move. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Touchdown, Tigers. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Motion from the wideout. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Got it behind the line. It's late. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. He wants to change this route. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Ali. Dumps it off in the flats. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll run it from the gun. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Gore. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Isaac. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up.
The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football.
Oh, he's got some space. He's now up to 71 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The RPO, fire complete to the left.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Might be changing the route. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Working the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to throw. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Illinois offense returns to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Snap it to the back. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripping through the defense. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Illinois lining up quickly. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Makes the grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. To the air on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He's running free down the middle. And the defense got it. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time. Keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. On the run, fires downfield. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Rushes on him. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 3rd down coming up for the O after the incompletion. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Clemson will send the punt team out. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he gets there. And they get him 14-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Got his man! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Here we go. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Quarterback running on the draw. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Toner. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. Finding an escape route. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. TCU packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Horned Frogs Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Fort Worth. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Hauls it in. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Illinois! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. On target. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense...
Turning it on! And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson!
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Temple. Offense scoops it up and still going. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Ramsauer. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Let's talk for a second about Illinois. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on forwards.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Bringing the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Nah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Got it near midfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're in command. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quickly to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Give to the back. There he goes. And that is how we will wrap this one up. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff,